I'm going live if you want to come in. Oh, I turned the light, but I have to. Let's see if anybody comes in. All right. Hey, how's it going? I think I talked to you a little bit about Jordan Neely. Oh, you gone? Live chat. Oh, I thought that was somebody else. Oops. In case you haven't seen my videos, I have long COVID, so I'm laying down. Okay, is that you this time? If that's you this time from Telegram, hi. I definitely appreciate you coming in before bed. Them both, love it. I was just watching Mason Denver's channel. I finally found his YouTube channel, but he doesn't keep up with it as well as he keeps up with his TikTok. Thanks for coming in. Um, I don't know how much I talked to you about Jordan Neely. I invited you to the event, but like, are you aware of the whole thing with Jordan Neely and Daniel Penny? Well, Daniel Penny murdered him. Yeah. Yeah, agreed. And did you know that Daniel Penny hired the same lawyer as Kyle Rittenhouse and some of the January 6th insurrectionists? Oh, laying down feels nice. I was fighting laying down for a while. I don't know why, because laying down feels really nice. Yeah, I like that's slowly but surely getting around that he hired the same attorney as Kyle Rittenhouse, and like Kyle Rittenhouse walked from murdering those two people. So I don't know about the January insurrectionists though. I don't know if any of his clients. I know some people got convicted, but I don't know if they were any of this attorney's clients. And his fundraiser, he didn't use GoFundMe. He used something else that starts with a G. I think it's specifically for raising money for legal stuff. Um He raised like $2 million, so he can definitely afford this attorney. And my thing is, people are always talking about how Kyle Rittenhouse is like, oh, he's walking free and getting rich. Like, you couldn't do anything. And it's like, shit has a way of turning around. Because it's like George Zimmerman walked, and look at him now. It's kind of like if you walk, it's a worse punishment because you still have to deal with real life instead of just sitting in cozy prison. Karma, for real. I don't know, because it's like a lot of shit piled up on George Zimmerman, like a domestic thing with his girlfriend or some shit. Like maybe stuff that Kyle won't have to worry about. But it's also like, OJ walked, right? And like there are people that will swear up and down he didn't do it, but it's like now OJ can't even stay out of fucking trouble. It's like my biological mom put it some kind of way. It's like when they get away with something that they know they did, they act out until they get in trouble for something else. And it doesn't matter if it's like worse, or it doesn't matter, like, yeah. If it doesn't matter what they got in trouble for, it's just kind of like they aren't satisfied until they get in trouble. But I think that they keep causing trouble because they will always believe that they can get away with it because they got away with something worse. But then they get away with something less, and it's like, well, they got away with something less. It's still not, like, it still doesn't add up. But if and or when, probably more when, Kyle Rittenhouse gets in trouble for something else and goes to prison, there's no way people in prison aren't gonna know who he is. And like, I don't even think that the white supremacist prisoners are gonna, because he's gonna be like the celebrity white supremacist, and like that's actually gonna fuck up their shit, so they're probably not gonna like him. And or he could turn into a Kanye West situation where people more quietly support him, but it's very unpopular and has like public facing consequences to like hang out with him. When I set this up before I got hit with the long COVID, being on stream for an hour seemed like a good idea because I can usually just hang out. But like, if nobody else comes in, I'm probably going to turn the live off because I would rather be resting in the dark. Like, I feel so much like I did when I had COVID. Um, I mean, not like respiratory wise. Like, I'm not doing the coughing and stuff. Um, but like the head shit and the body aches, the muscle aches, I mean, this sucks. I can only hope that this isn't me for the rest of my life. Shit, I don't want this to me for another day, honestly. I'd rather this shit just go away and not come back. But now that it's happened, it's something I have to be concerned about happening again. Oh, I'm sorry if I'm not. Oh, shit. Message is held for review. Oh, hang on. Like a tut thing. He tried to make a reality show, I heard. Who tried to make it? I'm sorry I've been like talking over you. I haven't. The messages like stopped, didn't scroll. Show. And now it's saying that a message is held for review. And I'm pressing show. Another moderator just handled this. Okay, then would you mind showing me the message? Oh, it's a hug. Okay, cool. Like a Tate thing? Gotta rest. It's all good. Thank you for popping in. Link me to the reality show thing, if you can before you go. Um, in Telegram because I did not fucking know that. And the way that the thing doesn't automatically update is kind of annoying. Oh, there's another person. Hi. Well, if people show up, I'll stay on live. But if people don't show up, I will. And by people, I'm totally fine with just sitting here with one person. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Just got it. Let me turn off. Oh, it's the sound's already off. Cool. Oh, there are three people. Hello, three people. Thank you for sending me that. I hope you have a good rest. Um, welcome to the live. Bye. Welcome to the live. I'm laying down because I have long COVID. I would rather have the light off, but people need to see me. But yeah, discussion about Jordan Neely, Daniel Penny, and homelessness, mental health, white supremacy in America, stuff like that. Really need to talk about vigilante justice, and also talking about Jordan Neely's prior arrests, especially the ones that people are trying to use to justify him getting murdered. Because it's a very underestimated situation that homeless people will commit crimes to get intentionally get arrested so they can go to prison or jail for the housing and food security. And I actually knew someone who did that. Like him and his buddy forged a check and he told us he was doing it. And we were like, don't fucking do that. You'll go to actual prison. And he did it anyway, and they went to actual prison. And we were just like, what the fuck? But like back then, like I was in my early 20s. So, and I had never been homeless. I was still living with my family. Um, but now as an adult who's experienced homelessness and met a whole lot of different people and like learned a lot of different experiences, I get it. Like he was going to prison with one of his buddies, so it's not like he wouldn't have any friends. But there was just nothing left for him. So they committed the crime so they could do the time. Cause I only know of those two. Probably quite a few domestic violence shelters, but you never know about them until you need them. Um, those shelters weren't that good. And I think it was the Salvation Army shelter that took people's food stamps, and it's like the last place that needs to take people's food stamps is the Salvation Army shelter. They get funding. Um, but it's like whatever was going on, he just didn't want to do that shit anymore. So they went to prison. And like I also don't know any other situations. Like maybe he got in trouble with somebody or got in debt with somebody, and like prison was the only place he was going to be safe. Like I don't know, because you, I mean like home invasions happen, but like when you're unhoused, like and you live in the area, that's even more of a it's easier for somebody to find you if they're looking for you, basically, if you're outside homeless. And then the shelters aren't really safe, so like he was in a situation where he was also safer in prison. I don't know. But there definitely needs to be an acknowledgement that this shit happens. Hey, drink some water. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes to see if anybody else comes in. Um, I guess I should put in like I got to know quite a few unhoused people before I became homeless, and like the homeless resources in my area, and like I know for a fact that he was like sleeping outside. So I'm not saying that with like a bunch of posed assumptions. Um, it's just like this system that we're in is really fucking hard, and it's like any way that anybody tries to like get by and address how terrible the system in is gets damned for it. But if you like participate in the system and you get a job and stuff, you don't get proper pay, you don't get proper benefits, don't get child care and shit like that. And it's like it's a lose-lose situation. And there's so many people that fall through the very large cracks. Ugh. I'm gonna stay on for a few more minutes, see if anybody else shows up and chats. Gonna wait until the 20-minute mark. Welcome to the live. This is a live about Jordan Neely's murder and homelessness and mental illness in America. Oh, here you go. All right, wait another minute. All right, I think that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and end the live because I am tired. Like, this is just really just knocking me on my ass. So, I'll see y'all next time. I am going to host a live about. I keep missing how to pronounce her name because it's Spanish. But the young lady, I believe in Colorado, in rural Colorado, who was handcuffed and put in the back of a police car for alleged road rage. And the police left the cruiser sitting on the train tracks and left her in the back of the car on the train tracks. And a train hit the cruiser and she fucking lived. So there's going to be a live about police negligence and like just incompetence in general, but focused on her because that was fucking ew. I'm not gonna do an Instagram live about this because I'm trying to get away from Instagram. I'd rather people come here to my YouTube. Um, so yeah, the next planned YouTube live will be about the young lady who got hit in the police cruiser. Thanks to the people who attended. If y'all watch this retrospectively, have a good evening.